The gas pipe is over 100 years old. What are the chances that the water pipe is over 100 years old?
Ma'am, here's the chance for the person who does this to speak to you.
Close to me.
All right, if you don't want help, you don't want help.
I do want help. I don't need it.
This is the person who can help you.
If you are not familiar with the specific problem that you have, right, but I am now. I've just heard you. So if you will give me your contact information, we will follow up tomorrow.
I wanted to know what your plans are for the Board of Ed as far as children with dyslexia. Because every time I go down to get help, they never help me. And she really wants to learn, and she really wants to read. We are victims of domestic violence, and I am so appreciative to the NYPD. And we're able to be here because of them.
I don't know how to read.
And she really wants to.
Let me say a couple of things. We're trying to quickly increase the number of programs for folks, for kids with dyslexia, for kids on the autism spectrum. We know there's a tremendous need.
I'm a high school student. I'm a sophomore, and I've noticed that since the last year, there's been more availability of illegal drugs in high school. So I want to know, what are your plans to combat that?
Okay. Right. Thank you. First of all, I'm impressed that you're here and you're participating, and I appreciate that very, very much. I think a couple different things. School safety under NYPD has, I think, done a very good job and a very consistent job for years driving down crime in the schools.
Okay, people are still laying in beds in the new emergency room hallways at Staten Island Hospital. Staten Island is the only borough that doesn't have a public health hospital. We have 500,000 people who live here, and this healthcare crisis exists and is only getting worse.
And one of the things that we think is necessary is to add more capacity on Staten Island. So there's a clinic that we are going to be bringing online for Staten Island. Well, we don't think it's a waste of time. Thank you very much.
Paraprofessionals need a livable wage. Here's a payroll stub of a current paraprofessional with only taxes and union dues taken out of her check. She clears every 2 weeks $661. The starting salary for a New York City para is $23,000.
So first of all, because my kids went all the way through New York City public schools, we're going to have a selfie while I'm talking. This is like, I think you are running this meeting at this point. Okay, so I'm going to invite you to City Hall to meet with my team so we can hear your concerns.
I accept.
Thank you.
I guess my question is, when does Staten Island become a priority? And no offense to Brooklyn, but all of the brouhaha of the trolley that's going to go along Brooklyn, you know, we have nothing here. So how do we get on your radar and get to be a priority of the administration? Because I feel like that I've been waving in the wind for the last 12 years since I've been president of the chamber, working. It costs so much money. We have the longest commute, the highest tolls.
I'm saying it's tough because the real deal is a vast majority of needs chasing very little money, and that's true all over the 5 boroughs. And we do not have the missing link we used to have, which is a federal partner. So there's going to be always a painful reality of trying to choose with very few resources the best things we can do. But that is not the same thing as not getting the point. I fully get the point. There's a transportation problem here. There's a congestion problem here.
We were fortunate to meet with your commissioner in Debbie Rose's office. We presented a PhD, practically dissertation to you, and we never heard back. The question is, please find us the money, find eminent domain, do something for us. This Staten Island deserves that park at Mount Henry. We really, really do. Thank you for listening to us.
I'm going to be very straight up with you. If you've got someone who doesn't want to sell, I don't know what our options are. If you've got someone who does want to sell, that's a different discussion. So I will pledge you this one thing. This is off script, Jimmy, sorry. I'm unplugged, Jimmy. We will make that inquiry and report back to you.